Most bass anglers waste over $600 a year on ice alone. Every fishing trip, tournament day, practice day, doesn't matter. You pull into a convenience store gas station, you grab a bag of ice, and somehow you walk out with $13 of stuff that you didn't even plan on buying. That's the number nobody's talking about. But that's the number that got me. Because when I actually sat down and did the math, the real math, not just the ice, I wasn't spending $500-$600. I was probably spending $1,800, $2,000 or more. And I'm going to show you exactly how that happens to me, how it happens to you, and how you can stop it. This is Bassin on a budget, and we're going to fix that. So let's talk about the actual numbers first, right? Yeah. Average bag of ice is probably right around $3, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Your weekend angler, you maybe go 40 times a year, $120. You're a tournament guy, right? Maybe 100, that's $300. Hardcore guide, tournament angler, professional angler, over 200 days a year, you're easily spending probably $600 on ice. If you're only getting one bag, sometimes for a long day, you might buy two. So that's bad enough, but this is the part that got me. That's assuming you walk in, you grab the ice, and you walk out. And when's the last time that actually happened? Here's where it gets kind of ugly. Let's talk about that gas station, what that stop actually looks like. Scenario one, you just grab the ice, you're on your way, maybe you put some gas in the boat, you just spent $3 extra, but how often is that the reality? Scenario number two, you're the honey bun angler, you're the donut guy, right? Ice, $3. Energy drink, $3.50. Get yourself a honey bun for $2.50. Now you're up $9, $10. 100 trips a year, that's $900 a year. How about scenario number three, the tournament morning special, right? We're going to get that $3 bag of ice, maybe a $3.50 Monster energy drink, a breakfast sandwich that maybe cost you $5. So why not throw in a candy bar? That's another $2. Now we're talking $13, $14 every single trip times $100. You could be spending $1,350, $1,500 a year just by stopping at the gas station. And look, I'm not here to tell you you can't eat breakfast. And obviously, but the gas station just is the trigger. You eliminate the stop, you eliminate the habits. You just buy stuff at the grocery store and you shop from your kitchen or your pantry, or you pack a cooler or some of that stuff for your weekend fishing trip. Well, and it's not just the cost of the money, right? Like, let's think about it. We haven't talked about time yet. In my mind, time on the water is the whole point. The average gas station stop, you park, you walk in, you buy some stuff, maybe you're waiting for the line, the guy's scratching, his lottery tickets, holding up the line. Get your stuff, that's at least 7 minutes on average. That doesn't sound like much, right? But you do this 100 times a year, that's 700 minutes, 11.7 hours. That's a day, day and a half of fishing just standing in a gas station line. Fish 200 days a year? You're giving up almost a full day, right? Just to buy frozen water. Think about it. A full day fishing wasted just on ice runs. And that's not even thinking that you might be driving out of the way to make these stops. So what's the fix? What's the easy fix? We got to keep our drinks cold. We got to keep our sandwiches cold, right? But like frozen bottles, empty Gatorade bottles, empty water bottles, milk jugs, 2-liter bottles, big juice box or big juice jugs, right? Wash them out, pull the labels off, fill them up, 80%. It's embarrassingly simple. You throw them in the freezer. That 80% leaves a little room for expansion. You freeze them the night before, or you just keep a bunch in your freezer and rotate them, or you bring a big cooler of them with on a fishing trip. If you're an Airbnb in a hotel, you can rotate them through, and there's no expense, right? No stopping, no stop, no line, no extra driving, no honey bun that you don't need anyways. You're at the ramp 7, 10, 15 minutes earlier every single trip. And now you have more money for your favorite baits, or maybe that new Dobbins rod you want, or a new fishing reel that you've been eyeing up. So why is this actually even better? Not just the money and the time savings. No melt, no mess in the cooler. Your contents, your sandwiches, your whatever you pack stays dry because everything stays in the bottle. Zero ongoing costs. The same bottles pretty much last forever. They're better for the environment. You're not throwing them out. We're getting multiple uses out of these bottles. No wasted bags to throw out, right? We should be stewards of the environment by not creating extra waste. And if you want to use good tap water or purified water, or buy those, you can use them as drinking water and then refill them. And then just you can sleep in a little longer. Less 5 a.m. detours means another 15 minutes snoozing, right? Or you're getting on that top water shad spawn by a little earlier. So really, in the end, one of these things costs nothing. The other costs you thousands of dollars over a few years and hundreds of hours over just frozen water, which readily available. So this is Bassin on the budget. It isn't about being cheap or frugal. It's about spending money where it actually matters. I'd rather put $900, $1,800, whatever it is, towards tournament entry fees, better electronics, just having more time on the water, instead of handing it over to a gas station every time I need ice. So keep stopping for ice and snacks, or make your own and afford the magic box that Randy told you would be the end of the fishing before we know it. It's not that expensive. You can actually just make a few cost-saving measures like this and easily afford it. So that's Bassin on a budget. If you want more tips like this, subscribe for practical tips to save you on money while chasing your passion on the water. I'd love to hear what's the dumbest thing you spend money on every fishing trip that you know you shouldn't. Drop it in the comments below, and maybe that becomes a future episode of Bassin on the Budget. If you're ready for more cost-saving tips like these, watch this video on the screen right here next.